कौन कहता है रोशनी चांद देता है, सितारे नहीं। मैंने टांक लिया है सितारों को अपनी छतरी में। मेरी राहों में अब अंधेरे नहीं। दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है आलोक गुप्ता और मेरी पहचान 26962 यानी पंतनगर का आईडी नंबर और जाने कितने ही पासवर्ड्स का ओरिजिनल फॉर्म। मैं लेके आया हूं आपके लिए स्टार्स ऑफ पंतनगर। कीप शाइनिंग। दोस्तों, इस शो में हम रूबरू होंगे उन असल सितारों से जिनकी चमक से न सिर्फ पंतनगर बल्कि पूरा देश रोशन है। And today, in the first episode, we wish to introduce a personality who has risen through ranks with his achievements through his professional journey. He's been recognized as 25 most talented rural marketing professionals of India by CMO Asia and also bestowed with CEO's League of Excellence Award at Yes Bank. He's an MBA and agricultural graduate from our beloved Pantnagar University and presently the CEO of NAFA, better known as Netafim Agricultural Financing Agency Private Limited. Prabhas sir, welcome to the show.
Hi. First of all, I want to convey my gratitude to FM 90.8 and to all the listeners who are tuned in. It's an absolute honor to be here with all of you and to be the first among the interviewees of this new initiative that you guys have taken, Stars of Pantnagar. And I'm sure there are so many alumni who should be interviewed, who should be brought onto this platform, and we should have the privilege to listen to them.
Prabhas sir, welcome to the show. I must say, it's our privilege to have you with us on the maiden episode of Stars of Pantnagar. So, first thing first, please tell us something about your background and upbringing.
My father, Shri Prakash Chandra Chaturvedi ji, was working with the university since 1972. So my entire schooling happened from Balilyam, Pantnagar Inter College, and then graduation from College of Agriculture and MBA from CABM. So all my education I completed on campus only. In fact, my younger brother Samir still works with the university in Crop Research Center, Seed Production Center, and we continue to have the same home near Choti Market, where we were born and brought up. जहाँ तक कैरियर की बात है, कैरियर ऑलमोस्ट माई एंटायर प्रोफेशनल कैरियर आई हैव स्पेंट इन एग्री इनपुट एंड एग्री फाइनेंस डोमेन in fertilizer companies, pesticide companies, and large banks and NBFCs. And in most of these stints, I've created business verticals from scratch. In fact, one NBFC I had the privilege of building from scratch.
आपने तो पंतनगर की खुशबू स्टूडियो में ला दी सर. Would want to learn more about your dreams, experiences, and of course, career progression. Can you just run us down through bits on that?
You asked about dreams. तो सपने इतने कोई बड़े थे नहीं यार. जब हम छोटे थे यहाँ पे बचपन में खेलते थे तो सपने भी छोटे छोटे थे कि एक बुक स्टोर कम म्यूज़िक स्टोर खोलेंगे जिसमें कॉफ़ी स्नैक्स वगैरह भी सर्व कर लेंगे और एक छोटा सा सेटअप होगा, खुद भी इंजॉय करेंगे म्यूज़िक, बुक्स पढ़ेंगे और जो आएगा वो भी इंजॉय करेगा. ऐसे ड्रीम्स थे. बट इनफैक्ट मेरी मदर ने ये कॉन्फिडेंस इंस्टिल किया. वो हमेशा बोलती थी कि लाइफ में कुछ बड़ा करो. पता नहीं कितने लोग आए दिन रोज़ पैदा होते हैं, पता नहीं कितने लोग रोज़ मर जाते हैं, उनको कोई जानता भी नहीं है. कुछ लाइफ में ऐसा करो जो लोग तुम्हें जाने, तुम्हारे जाने के बाद भी उसको याद रखें. तो वो ड्रीम बचपन से था कि कुछ ऐसा करना है. एंड आई फील आई एम नोवेयर नियर दैट टिल नाउ. अभी भी ऐसा कुछ खास कोई तीर मारा नहीं है, कुछ ऐसा किया नहीं है कि ये सोच सकें कि वो जो ड्रीम मेरी मदर का था इनफैक्ट मेरे लिए, उसके तो मैं मुझे लगता है आसपास भी नहीं पहुंचा हूं. बट लगे हैं, कोशिश कर रहे हैं. अभी करंटली इफ़ यू आस्क मी, सबसे बड़ा जो ड्रीम है वो मेरा जो करंट कंपनी है नेटाफिम एग्रीकल्चर फाइनेंसिंग एजेंसी नाफा, जो नेटाफिम इजराइल का ग्रुप कंपनी है, इसको कितना बड़े लेवल तक पहुंचा सकते हैं, कितना स्केल अप कर सकते हैं सो दैट इट बिकम्स big name in agricultural and rural financing domain. That is my biggest dream currently, and if I'm able to achieve that, probably this will be part of my overall life goal of doing something which outlasts me.
Well said. That only dreams can make you outlast yourself in your life and beyond. Quite interesting. So, sir, if I ask that what do you consider as theme of your life, or say most important aspects of your life?
यार मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि लाइफ का सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट ना लाइफ इटसेल्फ इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग ऑन दिस प्लैनेट एंड दैट इंक्लूड्स ऑल लिविंग बीइंग्स yourself, your family, your friends, your relatives, your network, and the plant life or the animal life, the nature, greenery. That itself is the most important aspect of life. And how can we support this? How can we support the climate? How can we support the greenery so that it remains? How can we support the biodiversity in animals and plants? Live and let live. That is something that I hold dear to my heart. And how can you support your fellow living beings to make their lives better? If you can do anything, if you can help anybody in your network so that they live their life in a better way, in whatever way you can, that to me is the most important aspect of the life.
So you underscored highly about the plant life, nature, greenery. So can it be inferred that Pantnagar has played a role shaping up your life? And if yes, so how the bonding and culture of Pantnagar helped you in your current professional standing?
यार मैं तो जैसे मैंने बोला लाइफ के पहले 22-23 साल पंतनगर में रहा हूँ, तो जो भी सीखा है, जो भी पढ़ा है, वो यहीं सीखा है. तो wherever I am today, Pantnagar has the largest role to play in it. और सबसे बड़ी चीज़ जो हमने सीखी यूनिवर्सिटी में वो था कि हार्डवर्क का कोई सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं है. आप जो भी करोगे, अगर आप पूरे डेडिकेशन, पूरे डिटर्मिनेशन से नहीं करते हो एंड यू डोंट वर्क हार्ड, देन यू कांट अचीव एनीथिंग. दूसरा जो सबसे बड़ा फैक्टर था वो बिकॉज ये यूनिवर्सिटी कैंपस है, 100% लिटरेसी है, एक बेसिक इंटेलिजेंस और एक बेसिक लेवल से ऊपर के लोग यहाँ पे रहते हैं. तो बचपन से आपको वो एटमॉस्फेयर मिलता है, वो माहौल मिलता है. आप ऐसे इंटेलिजेंट, एजुकेटेड, लिटरेट लोगों के बीच में रहते हो, तो आपके जो थिंकिंग होराइजन्स हैं वो भी ब्रॉडन होते हैं. आपका जो इंटेलिजेंस लेवल है वो भी अ मैन इज़ नोन बाय द कंपनी द कीप्स. योर इंटेलिजेंस ऑल्सो ग्रोज टू मैच दैट लेवल. इनफैक्ट आई रिमेंबर जब हम स्कूल में थे तो एक 15-16 बच्चों का हमारा ऐसा ग्रुप था जिसमें कभी भी कोई भी स्कूल टॉप कर सकता था. नोबडी कैन प्रिडिक्ट कि इस साल कौन नंबर 1 रहेगा, कौन नंबर 2 रहेगा. ऑल 15-16 ऑफ अस वर इक्वली कैपेबल ऑफ गेटिंग द हाईएस्ट पॉसिबल मार्क्स, एंड दैट बेसिकली इंस्टिल्ड दैट कॉम्पिटिटिव स्पिरिट एंड दैट विल टू डू वेल. वो एक बहुत बड़ा एस्पेक्ट रहा है. दूसरा, यहाँ जो बॉन्ड्स बने, जो फ्रेंडशिप्स बनी, जो सीनियर्स, जूनियर्स और बैचमेट्स से जो बॉन्ड्स बने थे, आज भी कितने भी साल, 10-10, 15-15 साल बाद भी उन लोगों से मिलते हैं तो कन्वर्सेशंस वहीं से शुरू होते हैं. वही स्पिरिट, वही फ्रेंडलीनेस रहती है. इनफैक्ट कोई जूनियर जिससे आप कभी ना मिले हो, जिसको कभी देखा ना हो, वो भी कहीं अगर किसी भी जगह पे मिलता है और बोलता है सर मैं पंतनगर से आपका जूनियर हूँ, जस्ट अभी पास आउट हूँ, तो सेम वार्मथ, सेम अफेक्शन उसके लिए मन में आता है. तो इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉन्ड्स यूनिवर्सिटी ने क्रिएट किए हैं हम लोगों के लाइफ में.
इट्स सो वार्मिंग टू हियर दैट सर. तो हमारे एस्पायरिंग लिसनर्स को कुछ करियर मंत्रा देना चाहेंगे? जस्ट अ स्लाइस फ्रॉम योर इलस्ट्रियस करियर, जहां इतने कम समय में एक एग्जीक्यूटिव से CEO तक का सफर तय कर लिया आपने. मेक्स मी वंडर, इज इट इवन पॉसिबल?
हाँ, perfectly possible. It basically depends on you how much you are willing to work hard and how much you are willing to give it. How badly you want that achievement. आपके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. मैं हमेशा जो एग्जांपल देता हूँ स्टूडेंट्स को या जो भी लोग ये क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि मेरे हिसाब से जो प्रोफेशनल लाइफ या जो कैरियर प्रोग्रेशन है वो एक वीडियो गेम जैसा है. आप शुरू करते हो बिगनर लेवल से और फिर आप धीरे धीरे जैसे गेम को मास्टर करते जाते हो, जैसे एक एक लेवल क्लियर करते जाते हो, नेक्स्ट लेवल अपने आप खुलता है और आप आगे बढ़ते जाते हो। कैरियर वैसे ही है, आप जिस लेवल हो उसको अच्छे से खेलो। जब आप उस लेवल को क्लियर करोगे, नेक्स्ट लेवल के दरवाजे अपने आप खुलेंगे। आप जिस लेवल पे हो उससे 3 लेवल आगे के सपने देखोगे या 3 लेवल आगे का स्ट्रगल के बारे में सोचोगे तो करंट लेवल क्लियर नहीं कर पाओगे। सो जो भी टास्क एट हैंड है, जो भी आज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने आपको टास्क दिया है, उसको इतना अच्छे से करो कि आपका कोई भी कलीग, कोई भी पीयर उसको उतना अच्छे से ना कर पाए और आप बेस्ट हो। ये इम्पोर्टेंट है।
Whatever you do it better than others. It's so simple yet so meaty. I wish to keep this gem for myself. All right. So, पंतनगर, दोस्ती किससे और सीखें, इन्हीं सबसे जोड़ के कुछ हमने बनाई हैं यादें। सो आई एम श्योर हमारे लिसनर्स जानना चाहेंगे सर आपकी मेमोरीज, आपकी यादों के बारे में।
मेमोरीज तो बहुत सारी हैं यार, जैसे सबके ही चाइल्डहुड मेमोरीज हम जिंदगी भर चेरिश करते हैं। जो टाइम बचपन का सबने काटा होता है, जो जैसे मैंने बोला हमारा 15-16 बच्चों का ग्रुप था जो इक्वली इंटेलिजेंट थे, उतना ही हम साथ में खेलते थे, कूदते थे, एंजॉय करते थे। मुझे याद है रज़ा रिजवी हमारे साथ था, वो एकदम शेन वॉर्न स्टाइल में लेग स्पिन करता था। आज न्यू जर्सी में विप्रो में बैठा हुआ है। मोहम्मद जावेद था जो आज सिडनी में है। दिनेश मेरा बहुत अच्छा दोस्त है अभी तक और बचपन से हम लोग साथ पढ़े हैं। राहुल माथुर, हम लोग साथ में क्रिकेट, वॉलीबॉल खेलते थे। विपिन चंद ध्यानी आज प्रोफेसर है एग्रोनॉमी डिपार्टमेंट में, कॉलेज ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर में। वो प्लास्टिक की हार्ड बॉल से क्या स्विंग वकार यूनुस स्टाइल में करता था कि बिना पैड के हम बेचारों के पैर कांपते थे उसको फेस करने के लिए। ये सारे, जो हो सकता है मैं कुछ नाम भूल रहा हूँ, बट ये सारे लड़के थे जिनके साथ हम स्टडी में compete करते थे और फिर शाम को स्पोर्ट्स ग्राउंड में खेलते थे और एंजॉय करते थे। आज भी वो सब आई एम श्योर हम सबके दिमाग में वो मेमोरीज दे आर लाइक yesterday and you can never forget them, and that instilled the competitive spirit and that basically taught us how to enjoy life while working hard. That is one of the best phase in I think everyone's life. Your childhood is your best time that you always cherish.
Sir, I wish to share with the audience that in your MBA days you led your college team to various management festivals at national level. So do you believe that extracurricular activities and hobbies, are they helpful in one's life? And please also tell us something more about your hobbies.
हॉबीज़ हमेशा से मेरी म्यूज़िक, बुक्स, ट्रैवलिंग ऐसी ही रही है। मतलब आई एन्जॉय all kinds of music, especially Kishore Kumar, R.D. Burman, A.R. Rahman, Shreya Ghoshal, these kind of voices and music. Books में mostly like Paulo Coelho, Robin Sharma, Ashwin Sanghi, Amish Trivedi. These are my favorite writers. I enjoy reading a lot. एक छोटा सा लाइब्रेरी है घर में वेयर आई स्पेंड लॉट ऑफ टाइम। ट्रैवलिंग भी काफ़ी पसंद है मेरे को। लास्ट ईयर इनफैक्ट वी विजिटेड पेरिस, स्विट्ज़रलैंड, Rome, and fortunately we could visit before all this COVID-19 mayhem, and you know now it's very difficult to go to Europe. I don't know when people will be able to visit again. So fortunately we could visit last year. Traveling is one hobby. I think ये सारे hobbies से, extra curricular activities से आपका थोड़ा सा thinking horizon broaden होता है। Team work, situational leadership, collaboration, और जो भी आप थ्योरी सीखते हो उसका प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन वो बहुत काम आता है लाइफ में।
Pantnagar University has been pioneer in agricultural research and has also helped our national economy significantly. So in present age, what role should the university assume? And can it be as significant as it used to be? Your views, sir.
Absolutely. And Pantnagar has a glorious past. We have contributed in the green revolution that happened in this country in 1960s. And we revolutionized the way agriculture is done. But we cannot rest on our laurels. We need to keep updating, keep reinventing ourselves. I've not been to the campus. I've not interacted with the faculty and with the research. What kind of research is happening and what kind of focus we have as a university. It's been a long time since I had those interactions. But my view is that a university can do a lot, and I don't know whether these initiatives we are right now doing or not. We can promote the smart farming techniques, how to basically tell our students about the latest smart farming techniques and make them aware how farmer can basically make use of them at graduation level or post-graduation level. We can also, we should rather focus on technologies which are helping in increasing farmers' income. That is the national priority now. How to increase the farmers' income, how to double the farmers' income. Our research should be focused on those aspects. A lot of attention right now farmers and everyone in farming community has on the climate change and its effect on cropping cycles. That's a real issue globally and especially in India because we are monsoon dependent. So with all this climate change, our cropping patterns are getting disturbed. Farmers need to be nimble in managing their farms, in irrigating their farms. So are they basically equipped to do that? Are we focusing on doing the research on that aspect? Are we teaching our students to combine satellite imagery or GIS data with the agrometeorology? Because what I remember, the agrometeorology that we studied is obviously outdated now. So it should be basically now a combination of satellite imagery and agrometeorology and developing usable inputs for farmer that he can use in his day-to-day farming. And I don't know what initiatives are. I'm sure something must be happening. But are we focusing on promoting and nurturing the ag-techs or agri-techs startups that are happening? So a lot can be done. And right now, what I see as a professional, that a data revolution or a digital revolution is about to happen in agriculture. So we need to be sure that when that happens, we play a pivotal role as the pioneer university. That should be our aim.
Well said, sir. So, given an opportunity to build a startup ecosystem at Pantnagar, what will be your approach and words?
There's so much we can do as a university. We are such an old institution since 1960. So it's been almost 60 years of existence and 60 years where students have passed out. Most of our alumni are in very influential positions. I remember first batch alumni was part of Obama administration, head of agri. There are so many alumni who are sitting in such an important senior positions across industry. So if you ask me, first of all, can we create a forum where we can gather the alumni physically or digitally, or a way to connect with them to gather use cases and industry problems? What are the issues they are facing, which they are basically throwing a challenge, throwing the gauntlet to the students, real industry problems that they want these agri-techs to startups to solve. That's a very good start, and this university can do effortlessly given their size and vintage and everything. And then we can call all the agri-techs in a seminar. We can organize a seminar in university, and all the successful budding agri-techs we can showcase there. We can call them to call these guys to basically showcase their strengths, what they have done and how they've been successful, and make all the students attend that seminar from agriculture, from veterinary, from technology colleges. This will open students' minds as to what all can be done. So you have use cases, you have industry problems gathered, you have students, you can maybe create collaborative teams, because we have this unique situation where we have agri students also who understand the farmer and the farming problems and possible solutions, and we also have technology students who know how to build an app and or the entire paraphernalia around that. So can we create such collaborative teams to develop these agri-techs and all? And there should be some forum where all the alumni network is used as advisor or mentor. So if you can create this advisory mentorship framework, this will help these students in understanding real life problems and whether they are progressing in the right direction or not. That's very crucial. So essentially, if we can create a startup incubator in university where these teething issues, these budding startups, agri-techs can be nurtured, that's the bare minimum thing we should do. And I feel that's a duty as an institution towards agriculture in India today. We can also create maybe like you've seen Shark Tank, that kind of a forum where students come and present, and alumni who are basically in a position as a corporate in their individual capacity. If we can create an angel fund where these agri-tech startups showcase and they get funding from these guys, having such a great connect with the corporates also, I think we are in a unique position to create such a framework. And I feel that's the need of the hour. As I said, I'm not aware as to what actions are being taken currently, but I think we should do this.
ग्रेट. चलिए, देश, दुनिया, इकोनॉमी सब जगह से वापस होकर के आपकी तरफ आते हैं. कुछ अपने परिवार के बारे में बताइए सर. बच्चों के बारे में, मैम के बारे में, और हो सके तो कॉलेज की लव लाइफ के बारे में भी कुछ बता दीजिए.
भाई, लव लाइफ का तो ऐसा है कि एक तो आई कम फ्रॉम अ कंजर्वेटिव फैमिली, और दूसरा बीइंग डे स्कॉलर, बॉर्न एंड ब्रॉट अप एट द कैंपस, एवरीवन नोज एवरीवन. सो आप कहीं शाम को बैठ के चाय भी पी लो तो आपके घर पहुंचने से पहले वो न्यूज़ आपके घर पहुंच जाती थी कि आप कहाँ थे, क्या कर रहे थे, किसके साथ थे. तो ये सब तो कभी हिम्मत हुई नहीं. But as they say, behind every successful man, there is a woman. So that's my wife, Archana. And what she has done, basically, she brings luck in my life. Since she has come in my life, she's been very lucky to me. And she has single-handedly taken care of all family stuff and kids and everything, so that I can solely focus on my career and professional life. अगर पर्सनल लाइफ में डिस्ट्रैक्शंस होते हैं तो आप प्रोफेशनल लाइफ पे फोकस नहीं कर पाते हो. तो दैट aspect is very well taken care by Archana. And because of my professional journey, I have shifted at least 8-9 cities across states: Bihar, UP, Haryana, Delhi, Rajasthan, Mumbai, what all locations. And because of that, my kids also have shifted their schools those many times. And but I think that has made them more well-rounded, more practical, and now they can survive in any difficult situations. How to be in a new situation, surrounded by strangers, how to overcome that fear, how to make friends, and how to basically not only survive but thrive in that situation is what they have learned. And I feel this is a skill which comes very handy in your professional and personal life. Like, for example, I am born and brought up in a single place. First 22 years of my life I spent at one single place. But they are 16 and 17s, and they've already seen half of India, and they have traveled to foreign locations and all. So their upbringing, I'm sure, is much better than me. And I wish a very good future to them. I hope they do wonders in their life.
लीजिए सर, यहाँ हमने आपको जानना शुरू ही किया था, अब कमबख्त वक्त ने जाने की दस्तक दे दी. पर आपके जाने से पहले I would want you to share the key takeaways of your journey.
See, key takeaway from my journey will be the importance of your parents in your life and the importance of education in your life, how education can transform your life. My father basically belonged to a very humble background. He was one of 7 siblings, and he belonged to a poor family. And because of and all his siblings couldn't complete their education, but he kept focused on his education. He used to tell me that he didn't have enough money in family to pay for his education, so he used to work some of the other odd errands to earn money to pay for his education. But he kept focus, and only because he completed his education and he got the opportunity to work in GB Pant University, I got the opportunity to be educated and basically have the chance to be brought up with the intelligent people at the university. That transformed my life. So in 2 generations, these are orbit changing moves that we have taken, my father, and that facilitated me also. And at crucial times when, for example, I started working after graduation, campus placed in Duncan's, and then after 3 years, my bosses in Duncan's told me that you should complete your MBA and that will help your career. So that I discussed with family, and they encouraged that if you feel this will help you, both my father and mother, they told me that you can come back and leave your job, resign from there and complete your education. And that basically helped me in growing professionally, is what I feel today. So importance of education, importance of your parents, how they prepare the foundation is very important. And many people in their arrogance, in their ego, they fail to recognize that importance. And one more thing I'd like to add is whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever your limitations are, whatever challenges you are facing, the power to overcome these challenges, overcome the situation is also within you. You don't need any support, anything from anyone. You have the complete power, complete authority to overcome those challenges. That everyone should recognize. There are only 2 types of people. One who give excuses and the other who give results. So be focused on giving results, achieving things, not on cooking up excuses and basically trying to save your skin. That's what I feel strongly. But on a lighter vein, my father always used to say, and most of my friends, my batchmates keep telling this line to me, which my father used to say, that हमेशा लाइफ में स्वस्थ रहो, व्यस्त रहो, मस्त रहो. Be healthy, keep busy and enjoy life. So that is one mantra that I always follow.
Prabhas sir, I must say, it was immensely fulfilling to interact with you, and more importantly, to get to know you. On behalf of all the listeners, I wish you to attain all the happiness, all the luxuries in this world. In real sense, you are star of Pantnagar. Keep shining, sir. Keep shining.
Thank you, Alok, and many thanks to all the listeners. This is Prabhat Chaturvedi conveying sincere gratitude to all of you for having me here on Stars of Pantnagar. जल्दी मिलेंगे, कोविड ने चाहा तो. Until then, keep shining, keep inspiring like stars. Bye bye.
दोस्तों, हमारे आज के शो के स्पॉन्सर थे श्री प्रवीण कुमार राव, बीएससी एग्रीकल्चर 2000 बैच. दोस्तों, उम्मीद है कि हमारा आज का शो आपको पसंद आया होगा. अगर आपके कुछ सवाल हैं हमसे या हमारे स्टार से, या फिर कुछ कमेंट्स हैं, तो जरूर विजिट कीजिएगा हमारे ऑफिशियल एफबी पेज स्टार्स ऑफ पंतनगर को. और अगले हफ्ते एक नए स्टार के साथ मैं आलोक फिर से आपके साथ होऊंगा ऑन योर फेवरेट रेडियो शो स्टार्स ऑफ पंतनगर. तब तक के लिए कीप शाइनिंग.